רפ"ב, ליקוטי מוהרן, first חלק, and on this part, yeah, that I did. וכן צריך האדם למצוא גם בעצמו. And on the same way that we spoke about this Rasha, so every man has to find in himself a little bit good, that in this place of this little bit good is not bad. Why? כי זה ידוע שצריך האדם להיזהר מאוד להיות בשמחה תמיד ולהרחיק העצבות מאוד מאוד. Because every man has to be happy all the time and throw away the עצבות. להרחיק העצבות, not to keep away the עצבות. It doesn't work. Oh. So we had this question: why, when we speak about this Rasha, so we say that by finding this little bit of good and judging him favorably, yeah, we really pick him up, and he can make tshuva. And when we speak about ourselves, yeah, so we speak, when you find this little bit good, this little bit place where you are good, yeah, so.
Awesome.
Yeah. Much better. Maybe with your phone.
It's calling my phone.
It's calling you.
Hey there, hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
I didn't stop here.
I don't know how to put it on speakerphone.
I did.
I can do it when I call him, but not when he calls me.
Abraham? Again. So when we speak about this Rasha, we say that we want to get to the the goal of our work is that he will make tshuva. And when we speak about ourselves, yeah, so the goal of the work is to be in simcha, to get to simcha and to get away from the atzvus.
Negativity.
Yeah, negative. Both sides. Yeah, so we ask why. Why, what is the difference? So there's, one of the answers that I thought about is that when I look on someone else and I see that he doesn't behave on the way that Hashem wants him to behave, and he's doing very bad things. Okay, so he's doing very bad things, and I'm looking for something good. Okay. But when I look at myself and I see that I'm doing very bad things, I'm getting down. I'm sad. So then he says, you have to look for good things you do. And this is the way, when you look for good things, you find bad things also. Yeah? So remember to look on the good side, not on the bad side. אמא, אני לא מפריע לי. So, but you have to look. You have to look. This is the work that we have to do. We have to look for the good things. Why? You have to look for the good things to be happy. But when I look for the good things, I'm getting sad. I'm not getting happy. So that's why Rabbeinu first he said, you have to look for the good things. Why? Because you have to be in simcha. And then you start saying, and even when you look for the good things in yourself, and you find that you are full of bad things, no, first fill yourself with simcha. So the work, to fill yourself with simcha is when you start appreciating what you're doing. Because we don't appreciate, like if you take Shabbos. What do you do on Shabbos? Okay, I eat and I drink and I sing a little bit of Shabbos songs, and I go to the shul and I daven a little bit better. Sometimes I learn a little bit, I make a small boidus, whatever. Why do you speak like this? No, I say, no, I'm all the Shabbos, I'm in all the time I'm inside the mitzvah. I'm like in the mikveh, Why? Because the moment I got into the Shabbos and I decided I'm not going to do anything that is forbidden to do on Shabbos, I am on the mitzvah. So it's 24 hours a day that I'm inside this mitzvah of Shabbos. Yeah? And if you, how can you count it? You cannot count it. So many good points in one Shabbos. Before you even start counting, you cannot count it. It's so much.
Like wearing tzitzit.
It's like wearing tzitzit, yeah? If you go with the tzitzit, so you all the time, you're inside the mitzvah all the time. But you don't think about it. You don't look at it. You don't count it. And you guys say, it's not like, it is like, it's exactly like, and it's exactly like it should be. That's it. It's the highest thing that we can do. But we don't think about it. So this is when Rabbeinu says, וכן צריך אדם למצוא גם בעצמו. You have to find in yourself these good points, these good things that you're doing. And the good things, it's not enough to find them. You have to start appreciating them. Start making them big, look at them and look at them good. What I'm doing with my life. I'm doing mitzvahs. Okay, so you can say, yes, my dear Ehud, you're going to have a Gehinnom, and you're going to suffer in the Gehinnom, and they're going to cook you in a soup in the Gehinnom. Okay, you are right. What's going to be after? What do you mean? You will suffer so much, you will shout. Okay, what's going to be after? After this, you're going to be clean and nice and tidy, and everything is going to be okay. And you're going to, so the Gehenna is going to stop. But the good things are going to stay forever. Oh, yeah, we saw now in Moharan, Rabbi Nachman said to one of the Talmidim, you hear Abraham? He said to one of the Talmidim, he says to him, this Talmid came by foot, some kilometers, to come to Rosh Hashanah, to Rabbeinu. So he says to him, Nebuchadnezzar, he got to be the king of all the world because of 3 steps. He wrote a letter to Chizkiyahu, and it says to Chizkiyahu, the big king in the holy city of Jerusalem, under the wings of the big God. So, and he gave it to his servant, and his servant started walking, and he got up of his chair and walked 3 steps to hold him and bring back and change the letter. Why? Because he said, I have to write first, praise to the big God that rules all over the world, and to Chizkiyahu, the king in the holy city of Jerusalem. So he walked 3 steps to praise Hashem, to make cover to Hashem, and he became the king of all the world. So imagine what you're going to get for walking so long to come for Rosh Hashanah. So imagine what you're going. Every step we do for the Bet Knesset, every step we do for learning Torah, every step we do for arranging the house for Shabbos, everything we do, it's like being the king of all the world, Today, you want to look on the president of the United States, like he's the biggest king there is, yeah? Okay? It's nothing. It's very small. Because what we are going to get for this, what we look at it as small things, it's much higher. Everything we do, everything, you take the talis, you pick it up, you put it over yourself. Everything you do, it's amazing. Okay, if we really were into it and thinking about it and start speaking to Hashem, I start doing it now on the Sadeh, on the Ibundus. Start, like saying to Hashem, thank you for every movement that you can't stop. There's so many things. Yeah, it's not impossible.
It's impossible to thank Him for everything. I think about it every time, every day during Hidbodah. It's just, there's so many things.
Yeah.
You can't even imagine. The smallest cell in your body, everything that functions in your body perfectly.
Yeah.
To even think about it, how can you mention it? You can't even think about it all.
Yeah. But when you start speaking, there are many things that you don't think about them, that they come out because you start speaking about them. And this is the work, and this is the work that it's you can change the world. First, you change your world, your way of thinking, because really the way we think about ourselves is very low. So, on the same way, we think about our friends, very low. Even that we say, yes, he's a very good guy, and he's the best, and he's a good. Okay, but if he does a little thing that is not exactly like I want it to be, I said he was good, he's not as good as I thought he is, The way we think, first of all, is we judge for the
negative.
For the negative. And after this, we start working to judge for the good side, for the positive side, you know. But if you practice this job, yeah, and you get to the stage that you all the time you judge for the positive, you live in a different way. Then you judge yourself for the. It's not like I don't see anything bad anymore. I see what is bad and what is, but you know, it said that today there's all these jobs about self knowledge, self. How do you call it? Self, not knowledge. Awareness, you know. I'm aware, you know. Okay, you are aware, you know, of what? You're aware of what you're doing, but you don't know what is good and what is bad.
Right.
Yeah? So generally, I know it's bad to be a thief, you know. Who said? Who said? The thief doesn't say it. He says, I'm right, you know. They didn't give me any chance. This society didn't give me any chance. You know, I couldn't be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever. So I have to be a poor man. Why should I be a poor man? I'm a thief. This is the justice. I'm doing the justice in the world. Who says what is good and what is bad?
What happened in Beersheba this week?
Yeah.
I feel, you know, it's our fault. So we didn't help this man.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what he felt. This man, you know, he said, I did, you know, what I had to do for this country, for this society. Right. They didn't help me. So he didn't mean, for sure, he would be much happier if they would give him the money and he could do with it. Okay. But if he was working on judging favorably, so it wouldn't happen. Right. And if the bank manager would work in, you know, judging favorably, so he would understand him, you know. Yeah. This man is in pressure. Let's help him with something. I cannot help him. You know, the rules of the bank doesn't let me give him any loan. But wait a minute. I call this and I call this and I call this organization, let's find something. Wait a minute. We'll find something. Okay, I didn't finish it today, but tomorrow we'll keep on. Come again tomorrow. We'll do the best, and maybe you can do it. But really, you know, the job is on each one of us. The job is my job, and when we do this, we go towards the geula, towards the good life. So I read here, you know, in Likutei, and he says like this, והנה אף על פי שבראיתת לשונו הקדושה נראה לכאורה שהוא מדבר בפשיטות ומוריד העניין הזה בדרך כלל מרש כל דרגים עד שכל אחד צריך לבקש ולמצוא. It looks like this Torah speaks from the highest level to the lowest level. To us, that each one has to do this job and find a little bit good in his friend and judge him favorably. And like this, you know, you will make him make tshuva, and to himself he would manage to be happy. But what I see from what Rabbi Nachman writes, that what Rabbi Avraham, Rebbe Nachman, he says, what I see from Rabbi Nachman writes, from what he said, what he wrote and what he said, what he spoke, what we heard he spoke, that יש בזה עניינים נפלאים נעלמים בתכלית ההלם, that there's secrets in this Torah that they are hide from us, that we don't know anything about it. And there's no one that will know how to behave by this Torah, only this one that said this Torah. He is the only one that can behave really like this Torah. I saw in the Zohar, it says, when Hashem created the world, so He started from Rachamim, mercy, clear mercy, yeah. And this is called Arich, and it's only mercy. But the lower Madrega, it's not the lowest, the lower Madrega, has already Din, has mercy and has Din. So when we go on the wrong way, so straight away the Din has to hit us. But only these eyes of mercy stop this Din. So this is what we do. When we judge favorably, we make these eyes of mercy look on the world. So it says, what, you are driving all the world? Yes. Yes, Do you know how to do it? Like when I look at myself, that someone says something that it's not exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, we go some friends together. So we go with one car. We go to the Sadeh. So when I'm late, okay, I'm late 5 minutes. What happened? 5 minutes. So we wait 5 minutes. But when someone else is late, these 5 minutes, no, come on, we have to go, we have to daven, we have to do, I have to, I have all the work. Okay, so then I think, no, he was very excited in his davening, I have to, okay, it's okay, forgive him, it's okay. So I closed the eyes. Once I thought about it in the bad way, I closed the eyes of goodness, the eyes of Rachamim. I closed it. Now I have to open it again. Like they say, you have to be very careful when someone, Chas v'Shalom, curses you, because it can work very easy. But when this same guy, it gives you a bracha, yeah, okay. It can happen also, but why? Because when someone is mad, so he gives the curse with all his heart. He's really inside so it can work. But when he gives you a bracha, okay, so he gives you a bracha. He doesn't put all his heart inside. But the tzaddik, he knows how to do only to work to the good side. And it depends how high is this tzaddik?
That's why the Kohanim, when they do it, they have to do it ba'ava.
Yeah, they have to do it ba'ava, but it's a big work to do it ba'ava,
Yeah.
If you imagine someone pushes one of the Kohanim on the way to the bima, or one of them, push I said, no one can do this work. Only the one that revealed this Torah, that he is Moshe Mashiach, the real Moshe Mashiach, and he sees where all the kids in the school are reading, and he is the source of the wind, of the mouth that is clean and pure, like in the first days, and he's building the Mishkan, and he's building the Beit HaMikdash, and he's building the Tefillah, and he's doing all the music in the world, and and he goes on it. But so if he is the only one that knows how to do this job, what do you want from me? Why do you tell me this Torah? It's full of secrets. It's full of amazing work for Hashem. He said, I cannot do it. So why do you give it to me? He says, it's ishtatlus. If you do a little bit here, I can do a lot from up there. If you do a little bit here, like Rabbeinu says to Rabbi Nachman, he said to Rabbi Nachman, you cannot do anything without me, but I cannot do anything without you. Why? Because you are here. You are here in this world, in your stage, in your situation. You have to do it. This is your job. So he said, he said because he knows how to do it, and he did this work when he was here, so he made the path that we can walk on this path and do it also. Why? Because we have to do the itaruta del tata. We have to wake up this job from here, from this world, and then you can give down the light from up there. And each one of us, as hard that he works to do this job, he can have the feeling of this job. What is the feeling of this work that we do here? The feeling is really when you start it. The feeling is Mashiach is here. Mashiach is here. Why? Because it says, the Gemara says, that Mashiach will come in a generation that is all bad or all good. I see a generation that is all good. Why? Because Rabbeinu is teaching me this job. Everybody is good. There's no one that is bad. But I see that he is bad. Yes, you're right. But look, you see on this corner? He's very good on this corner. He's the best. Yeah, especially when we sit most of the time in a good society. We don't live in jail,
Yeah.
Like someone that works in jail, he has a hard job, yeah? But when you're in more or less normal society, so most of the people have good points.
It's easier to find.
Yeah, it's easier. It's much easier. So we are in a good situation. Yeah. So we pick up everybody higher from the point that they are there. So Mashiach can come. And by doing this work, you come to Simcha. When you come to Simcha, you can daven. When you can daven, you can pull down the chasadim and the good eye of Hashem to look on everyone. And like this is the work. Al yedei shenizhar ladun et kol chaverav lekam zchut, by being careful to judge favorably all his friends. That's what he asks us. Your friends. Start with your friends. וכולן יקרים בעיניו כבבת עין, and they are all precious to him, like his own eyes.
Pupil of his eye.
Pupil of his eyes. על ידי שנזהר להביט בהם בעין טובה, by trying to look at them in his good eyes. רק על הנקודות הטובות שבהם. Only on the good points that they have. Like he told me this story about this, the Bet Knesset, that they changed places, yeah? And you didn't manage to get your old place. And you got a good place, after all, you got a good place. If all this is happening, by looking in a good eye, so everything is good. All the people, they're doing good, they're changing the Bet Knesset, they're good guys, they're working, they're trying to make it better. This guy that sat on my place, wow, he's a really good guy. Now he sat on my place, for sure find a better place. He did me a favor, because now that I don't have my old place, so I will find a better place. So I have to say thank you to him. Look on the good place. אז גם הם מתעוררים בכל פעם ויוצאים על ידו בנפילתם ודעתם. They wake up. each one that I look on him in a good eye, and I judge him favorably, he gets higher. So what happened? I'm in a better society.
You have to tell him, or you just think about it?
No, that's the miracle. That's the magic in this work. I don't have to say anything. I'm doing this job in my mind. That's all. Yeah. I change the world, and it works. It works. I told you one story that I had some problem with this guy, and I judged him favorably, and he came to me. Yeah. He came to me. Oh, I'm sorry, and I don't know why. What did I do? I didn't do anything. I didn't speak one word to him. He changed. It's amazing, And you go out, that's it. That's more or less this part in the Nigunim. And this is another one of the questions that we asked, how does it work? So we said, we are all sons of Hashem. And when, you have two brothers, Abraham, you have two brothers, yeah, and they're fighting with each other all the time, yeah? Doivi and Levi, yeah? They're fighting with each other. And one of them did something wrong. And you, like the father, you come over and you want to punish him. So his brother comes over to you and says, no, he didn't really mean it, he wanted to do good, but it came out different, he thought about good things, but it didn't he started finding good points in his brother. So you, like his father, says, wow, his brother can have mercy on him, and I cannot have mercy on him. His brother can find good things, yeah, and I cannot find good things. Like you force Hashem, you cannot force Hashem, but it makes Hashem, to change his mind, I should punish this man. He did something very bad, but, my son can find good points in him.
When Moshe davened from Israel, it's the same thing.
Yeah, Moshe davened from Israel, Abraham davened for Sodom.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, Abraham had, he stood there, there were really bad people, but he stood down for them. And it looks like, what happened? Nothing happened out of this tefillah. Who came out of this tefillah? Mashiach. Sodom was destroyed, Lot ran away, and then Mashiach came out of him.
Yeah.
So each time that I do this work, I don't see what happened. But you have to know what happened. Mashiach is coming out of this work. This is the work of Mashiach that we do all the time.
It's such a balance. It's like Mashiach and Nachash, the same gematria.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a balance.
Yeah. It is a balance, it's not a balance, it's not a balance in our world. You see that Derech Hashem Tzlecha. You see that all the Rashaim, like all the bad people, they manage and they go and they do and they if all the nation would know how good it is to be led by the Torah, by the tzaddikim of our generation. Yeah? Like we don't have any idea what is the tzaddikim from the previous generation. But if the world was being led by this tzaddikim that we have today, all the world would be different. Everything would be different, nice and good. You know, you read, when you read the news, you know, you read all the time, you know, all the time is bad things and bad things and bad things all the time. Won't be half of it. But the Nachash is stronger, you know, but it only looks like it. Because really, the world is getting better all the time. Yeah? I don't think there's any times that all the world was searching for spiritual ideas like on this time. Spiritual ideas, you know, they either go for vegetarian, macrobiotics, everything, you know. We don't want to eat animals. We want good. The world is searching for good. Only they don't have the point to say, here it is.
Right, exactly.
But they are searching for good. They want good. They speak about good. But it has to be, if we want to have a bchira, yeah, that we have to have the power to choose between good and bad. So we have to, the Nachash has to look like he's the winner. Yeah, he's ruling the world. But it only looks like it. Because really, the work that we're doing is amazing. And the work of this job, of this work, of this Torah, you know, is the highest of the high. You know, like I speak English, it's a little bit hard, you know. I spoke to a friend of mine that gives shiurim in Yiddish. Oh. But it's not his...
Not native tongue.
Yeah, it's his first language. It's the second. Yeah? And he said, because you have to translate. Everything you have to...
In your mind.
Yeah, you have to translate it, you know. But even so, you know, the main thing is to put it into your mind. Really, to put it into your mind and to start counting. And now when we come to ourselves, you know, that we have to be careful to be in simcha. Why? Because when you look after this, we read it already one time, that when the man looks at himself and he finds something good, like for example, I davened in the Bet Knesset today, in the shul today. So straight away he says, it wasn't a good prayer. Yeah, it was, you know, you thought, and like today I started very early. So I finished the korbanot, and I saw I have to, I cannot go on because then I will
get behind. Okay,
so I read something else, and I opened the book and I read and I waited for a while, and then I started again, and then again I did it. I don't know how it happened. It was quicker than usual. So again, I had some space of time. So I opened the book. No, it's not tefillah. Why is not tefillah? You're okay, you know. You look, when you start looking on what you do, you find the bad things. Okay, look inside. I went to the Bet Knesset. I went to shul. I put my tefillin on. I put my talis on. You know, I said all the words. Okay, so what do you want more? Yeah? What do you mean what I want more? I want to be the best. Wow! Not only you came to shul, not only you davened, not only you did all these good things, you want to be the best.
I want every word to be in my heart.
I want everyone. It's a good kavanah. It's a good kavanah. You're even higher than what you think you are. But what happened is, you know, that you look on the good and you look on the bad. And you look on the good and you look on the bad. So it's like when you make a vidui. When you make vidui, chatanu avinu pashanu. He said, I did all these wrong things. But what I'm doing now,
say I'm sorry.
I'm doing a mitzvah.
Yeah.
At the time that I'm saying I did all these wrong things, I'm doing a mitzvah. I'm in the middle of a mitzvah. I'm in the middle of raising up all these bad things and change them from bad to good. I take the bad and I make it into good. But who gives me the power to look on the bad things, really look on them and really be sorry for doing them? Who gives me not the power, the braveness?
Bravery.
Huh? To do it. How can you be so brave to come in front of Hashem, in front of a king, and says, listen, I stole from your treasure $2 million, diamonds. How can you say it? You know, the king can take out his knife and cut your head off. No, I have the power to do it. From where do you get this power? From the simcha. Only when a man is in simcha and he understands Hashem loves me, and he really loves me, and he really means that when I look on the bad things, to find inside these bad things, good things. And he promises me that if you take out these bad things, if you say that you stole all these good things out of my treasures, yeah, I will forgive you, and I will show you my love. I love you anyway, but I will show you my love. So this I can believe only when I'm happy. It's the only time that I can do this job. So that's why I'm going to start with this, first find good things, then make yourself happy with these good things. Now you have the power to go down and look at all the bad things or the bad parts in the good things and raise them up. And go again for the good things. That's why he's speaking like this, like what we say. And really, we have each one has these two jobs. Yeah, the job of the okay man, yeah, that he has to look on the good things and make himself happy. And the job of the Rasha, to make tshuva. There's this point that I have to look at myself like I'm a Rasha. Because when I did something bad, it's really bad. It's really bad, How did you get there? How did you get to such a point, He says, don't make people think about you what you are not. Today, someone asked me in the middle of the night, asked me if I want a piece of cake. So I said yes. There are people that don't eat at night. Yeah? So I said yes, I want. But I want to go just a minute outside and I come back. So when I came back, he wasn't there. And in the morning, he said to me, did you eat? But in the morning we get biscuits, plain biscuits. So he asked me if I had something to eat. So I said yes. But, like a minute after I said yes, I understood that he understood the yes for his cake, not for the biscuits that we get. We all get. So I made him think what wasn't right.
Right.
Yeah. And how many times we do it, but like with small things.
We don't even know. We don't even realize it.
Yeah, we don't realize it. I start, on the way on the car to the Sadeh. It was someone new. Now I speak to everybody. I speak on this Torah. This is what I start. Someone sits next to me. I speak about this Torah. So I start asking him this question. Why he start here with Simcha and then over there he start with Tshuva. So this guy looks at me. I say, "Wow, you speak like a very clever man, Wow, I couldn't speak anymore. I said, okay, He said, no, speak. I said, you closed my mouth, What did I do, I didn't hear anything, But he didn't think about it, For him it was such a new idea.
Revelation.
Yeah. Why? Because we sit on this Torah, and what happened for us, because we speak about it again and again and again, so it sounds, okay, we already live inside this Torah. Like someone calls you on the telephone and say, where you are? Today, what do I answer him? I am in the Torah Resh Pei Bet. Where I am, I'm in this Torah. This is what I'm doing now. What do you do now? I'm learning Torah Resh Pei Bet. This is my work, this is my job, this is where I am. Yeah? So if someone speaks to you, you can think, wow, very clever things, but you don't feel it. So you made him think something that is not, it's not exactly there, you know. If you were here with me and you learn every day again and again and again and again, you learn the same thing, you are there. So when you start speaking, people feel, wow, he's there. He's in a place where we see it as, how do you say, propaganda, advertisement. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Rabbeinu said you have to judge everyone favorably. It's a big advertisement, you know. But when you speak about it after learning it for a month,
and you do it,
and you try doing it, yeah, and you work to do it, you know. So it sounds all different. Everything is different. So when we look at ourselves, you know, and we see that we are real Russia, you know, we're doing such bad things, you know. So we have to find this little bit of good. You know, listen, I'm a big Russia, but I'm doing a vidui. And I'm saying to Hashem, all these bad things that I'm doing, you know, like Abraham, like all these bad things that I'm doing, like I don't bring parnasa home. But when I speak about it, I turn it from bad to good. Because I say, I am wrong. I'm not, and I want to be good. Like in the tefillah, you know, I'm not doing good. I want to be much better. This is what, how we change. We change everything. Once we start looking in good eyes, and we speak to Hashem in good eyes, and we keep ourselves in simcha, that's it. We are in the generation of Mashiach. So how come the you know, the area, how do you say area?
City.
The city sends me a red note that I didn't pay the tax. How come? How come? You know? I don't know. They are not in Mashiach's time. Right. Okay, but I will judge them favorably. And I said to them, yeah, okay, they will get there. You know, they mean good. They mean good, they want to do the city much nicer, much better, and they want to build new places for Jewish people to come and have good time in Israel. That's what they want to do. They made a mistake, they didn't send the letter to the right man, you know, because this man cannot pay them. But anyway, you know, they did the chance, they are doing the job, and Hashem will help them, and Hashem will help all of Israel, that will all have a lot of parnasa and a lot of happiness, and will have good eyes and good heart.
Amen.
You know, to judge everybody favorably and to be happy all the time.
Amen. Amen.
Ever happen. Amen. Shekoyach.